Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at TacSystem's Quartz Easy. Before we get started, I do need to share there's a little bit of a language barrier when it comes to their instructions, their description, both on the labels and the website. I'm going to do my best to relay what some of these products are because it's a fabulous product line. Quartz Easy would be a topper. If you want to turn a one-layer coating into a multi-layer system and give it a little bit more durability, give it even more gloss, slickness, some more hydrophobic properties, that's where you would grab Quartz Easy. Or you could use it on its own as an entry-level coating somewhere between 1 to 2 years. I've played with Quartz Easy a few different ways as a cheaper package after correction. I've also used it as a topper for an aging coating, 3 years into a 5-year coating, 4 years in, just to bring it back to life. I've also used it as a topper to make it a multi-layer system right off the bat, and I've had good experience with it so far. Application and removal is similar to a lot of coatings out there. It's not hard to use. Have 2 microfibers within arm's reach. Apply the coating in a crisscross pattern to ensure that you have a nice even layer of the coating. And once you have it down, you can apply it to half of a hood, a fender, half of a door, something that size, and then start to wipe off. The first microfiber come in, get as much of the transfer solution as you can. With the second microfiber come in and buff to perfection. And that's really all there is to it. Cure time, 3 to 4 days fully. Don't get it wet for the first 24 hours. It turns out to be a few days before I get back to the panel anyways. And when I do, it feels a little bit slicker than its surrounding areas. A lot of coatings, fresh or well into the curing process, feel a little tacky. This one here, I can feel the slickness right off the bat, and we'll grab the blocks and do a demonstration. What does gloss look like at this point? Well, I can tell you most coatings, you would want to wait a week or even 2 really to take some gloss measurements. Give it time to fully cure. That's where you'll get the most out of them. But right now, at this point, you're getting about 3-4 gloss unit increase, and it's hard to keep the meter on the surface, even with the slightest incline. It's slick. It wants to slide right off. In most cases, you will get a measurable layer on top of whatever you're protecting, and you'll get it in microns. I've seen some advertised in mils of thickness added to the surface. That's just not the case unless you're talking about paint protection film. A few microns is what you would be looking at. Before we take the panel outside and start beating it up a bit, we'll introduce it to heat on the left side here. On the right side, I want to run a polisher through the area. How I remove coatings is mostly with a rather aggressive coating and pad at times, especially if it's a heavy-duty coating. This one here being entry level, I'm right on the borderline with a 1-step and a 1-step pad. So we'll see when we take it outside, is this enough to remove it? It is still fresh. So I'm going to guess that this will pretty much remove it from the area we're taking a path from left to right and then from right to left. Drag the panel outside, remove the tape, and look for the jetting effect. No outlines or an effect giving the area a darker, richer look. Water behavior, as you can see here, high contact angle. Two areas where we introduced heat on the left here, and then on the right we went through it with a polisher and just a one step. Those areas have failed, but that was expected. Again, something like this, you can't use it as a standalone, but probably better suited for the second or top layer of a multi-layer coating system. Let's move on to the 10 wash test. This has an ounce or two of a strip wash and built hammer auto foam, which is a bit alkaline. Just showing you here, it's trying to fight off the wash, the shampoo, and bead the water. We'll continue on here, but I assume this will do absolutely nothing. When it comes to the concentration of these coatings, it takes a heck of a lot more to wear them down. Still looking good. Protection is strong. Also, if you do flood the area with water, it will sheet off rather quickly. Let me dry the panel here. We'll step aggression up just a little bit, grab an effective APC. A coating like this would be chemical resistant or advertised such as for between 3 and 10 or 3 and 11 on the pH scale. And you can see where it's fighting off and trying to actually bead the Surfex HD or the APC. Let me wipe the cleaner into the panel with a microfiber, then we'll rinse it off, wash it, make sure there's no residue, and come in and take a closer look. The beading is not as aggressive as it was at the beginning of the segment where we drug the panel outside, but the protection's still there. It's sheeting rather quickly. The gloss would still be there. Just whatever in the formula makes it bead with a high contact angle has been worn down quite a bit from this formula. Let's step up aggression just a little bit more. Let me dry the panel one more time. That way when we bring in the next product, it will not be diluted from the water left on the panel. And I believe this time we'll grab the Citral 266. You can easily see here the product is still trying to put up a fight. Citral is it's quite aggressive. It's pretty much a sealant killer, and it really does a number on coatings over time as well. If you're removing tree sap from a coating and you need something a bit aggressive like Citral 266, you can use it, just flush immediately. Here we're going to wipe the cleaner into the panel, into the coating. We'll rinse it, wash it, make sure there's no residue left over, and we'll come in and take a look. At this point, we're down to slow sheeting. It's still putting up a fight, but it's getting worn down quickly. What we're going to do next, we'll flood the panel. I'll go inside and grab the leaf blower. It's what I use to go around and dry coated vehicles, protected vehicles. And we'll see what type of resistance that the panel gives to the water laying on top. Normally, if there's still protection left over, it will dry rather quickly compared to the surrounding area. And there you have it. Not a bad product. Again, used on its own or as a topper or a second layer in a multi-layer system, I would give it a 6 or a 7 out of 10. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.